Real Issues is part of There's a Podcast for That Productions, a group of podcasters, YouTubers and bloggers bringing you a variety of content in a variety of forms. Whether it's discussing film, debating life, or just, well, talking straight up nonsense really, we want to bring you something a little bit different. So why not check out our network?
Welcome to the show where we talk about real film movies, which are both the same thing, but we'll talk about the news and reviews, any views on film and TV, and comic books too. We'd love to hear from you. We hope you enjoy it too. So subscribe to Real Film Podcasts and Review.
Take two. Hey everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Real Issues, the first episode. It's the first one, isn't it, Matt? It's not.
Yeah,
it's not one we got halfway through and then lost all the recording.
No, this is definitely the first.
It's definitely the first one we've done it in 2018. I'm Rob, and I'm here. Matt's still in Manchester, and we're going to do this again. Because,
I'm going to do my snappy intro that I did before. Yo.
Yeah, New Year, New You, Matt. You're now gangster.
Yep, I'm gangster now.
But you should take off the blackface paint. That's not cool.
That's a joke I did before.
It is joked before. It was a lot more organic the first time.
Yeah.
We're going to look at 2017's finest moments, and then we're going to look towards 2018. We did a bit of chat about Star Wars last time, Matt, but we'll leave that out this time because I can't be bothered doing it.
Some of it's good, some of it's bad.
We liked some of it, some of it was
say.
bad, and you probably know which bits were bad. You can read my review if you want, or you can bring us up, have a chat if you want. I don't care. We'll talk about it then if you care that much. Whatever happened ages ago. We're going to start our look at 2017 with best film. What was your best film last year, Matt?
La La Land. Let's go. Let's move on. We've done this already.
We have done this already.
No. I think, as I said, in the stuff that people never heard. I think La La Land, just because I think every single aspect of that film is exactly the way that Damien Chazelle wants it to be. You know, there's no mistakes. Every little detail is just, spot on. Nothing's there by accident. Nothing's happened by accident. It's a shame it's marketed wrong as a big musical number, and so people just kind of, weren't expecting what it was, and that kind of left some people disappointed and everything. But I'm not going to apologise. It's so well made. It's just so clever, and again, as I said earlier, there's a whole bit where Mia's just shown Seb this her play for the first time, and he's like, it's great, and he's like, oh, what if people find it too nostalgic? Do you not think it's too nostalgic? And he's like, no, that's the whole point of it. And then she's like, what if they don't like it? And he's like, well, fuck them. And that's literally kind of the whole point of La La Land, that some of it is really nostalgic, but it's really nostalgic for a reason. And he's just kind of going, yeah, if you don't like it, whatever, I'm doing my own film. I did find out, actually, he was trying to get it made before Whiplash, I think, but no one would make it without him changing parts of it. And then obviously he made Whiplash, and people were like, yeah, you do what you want.
Do you what you want,
good.
Damien?
Do you what you I think because that hit me right in the feels. But yeah, what's yours, Rob?
Mine was Manchester by the Sea. I had La La Land was very high up there for me, but I went for Manchester by the Sea because I just think it's stunning. Everything about it is just perfect. It's so slow and considered and precise, and it's such a raw. It feels like a really natural look at grief. Obviously in Hollywood, these things are kind of when someone dies or whatever, it's often kind of overplayed and dramatized. Whereas Manchester by the Sea doesn't feel dramatized in any way. It feels so natural, and that's mainly because Casey Affleck's so good and Michelle Williams is so good. But yeah, it's just a character that I really kind of connected with. And it's this guy who's just shut himself off from the world because this terrible thing happened to him. And there's just moments in that film. There's one moment in particular that just made me. Well, there's a few moments where I've never felt kind of that gut wrenching sort of dread or before, or something really really horrible happening to a person, and just kind of the way it's kind of so kind of tragic, but yet in the same way, his relationship with Lucas Hedges, his nephew, is brilliant as well. It's kind of so uplifting and funny and brilliant, and again very natural. I just think it's so, and the way it's edited as well. So like it does like flashbacks, but the flashbacks are so well like placed within the actual story. It's just amazing. But yeah, I did have La La Land up there as well. Honorable mentions: Get Out was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan was fantastic. Best comic book film we've had in a while.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Say Blade Runner, but I'd like to see that when I've not been up at like 5 a.m. to work and then gone and watched it, because it's a great film, but it's slow. So I found myself liking after about an hour and a half.
Yeah. I sometimes find that sometimes with those sort of films I really hate them or I really love them. Like Blade Runner was one that I really loved.
Yeah.
The Handmaiden was another one. It's like 3 hours long that I really loved. That's really interesting, like mystery, kind of thriller / love story sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's all in Japanese, I think. Was it Japanese or Korean? I think it's Japanese.
Japanese, I think.
That's really, really good. Get Out, yeah, incredible.
Comedy in it.
Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Despite Kevin Spacey, is still a banger. Watched that last night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching that again.
Dunkirk scrapes into my top 10. Really good.
Yeah, I don't know if when and if I'll watch it again, but
yeah, I really want to. Because the first time I was just concentrating on like the timelines. I don't know why. I was really fixated of like when stuff was happening.
I just don't think it'll hold up the same. Like, not because it's not a great film, but I just feel it'll lose some of its impact.
Yeah, maybe.
On a massive screen. I mean, I'd definitely watch it again. Like, I wouldn't dissuade people from watching it, but I don't think anything will beat like watching that in IMAX, because it was just, I was like on the edge of my seat for like the whole
squeaky bum time.
Sweating, yeah. And I kind of had Detroit up in my honorable mentions as well. I know that
I didn't see Detroit.
Not got that much buzz, but I felt there was a scene in the middle of that was just like so tense and just so uncomfortable, but like purposely so. You were just sat there like, please, like, can this just end now?
Let me go home.
This is really unpleasant to watch, but it felt real. Do you know, like racism in films sometimes? You just think it's like, oh, it's someone throwing the N-word around, and you don't really buy it. Like, this was genuinely like horrible to watch.
Yeah.
You just sat like, oh, this is really grim. Please, just can we end this film now? But I'm kind of sat on the edge of my seat, really into it as well. But it's kind of a tricky one, because I know some people had problems with the kind of truthfulness of it, but that's kind of the point. It even says at the end, which is kind of really, did it say at the start actually? I can't remember if it says at the start or the end, but it definitely says at some point that this is just like an interpretation of the court cases and stuff. It's not actually 100% fact, because the truth never really came out.
Yeah.
So it's not pretending to be something. It's holding its hands up and going, this might not be the truth, but this is a version of what happened or what got.
As long as the message is there,
happened.
Probably fine, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Anything else up there?
I had a Ghost Story. Ghost Story is really good. Again, Casey Affleck.
Just loving Casey Affleck this year.
Yeah, it's been good though, hasn't he? Despite his allegations.
Weird stuff. Yeah.
Should we move on then? Best TV show. Don't know what he's doing. He stood up, but now it's crashed. So he's just looks like he's standing up, doing nothing. Can hear banging, some coughing. Oh, here he is. Is he back? Don't know. There he is. He's got headphones on now. That's nice.
Put some headphones on.
He's putting headphones in midway through. Midway through the second run, he's decided it's a good idea to put headphones on.
Yeah, I forgot. It's all right. They're on now.
Best TV show.
Be discreet. I've not watched that much TV this year, to be fair. Like, not proper TV anyway. I've watched a lot of sitcoms and, backgroundy kind of stuff. But I think Legion's up there for me. I think
it's on my list.
Did something very different. It pushed the boat out a bit.
And Jermaine's in it.
Yeah, Jermaine's in it. It didn't mind being like ridiculous either.
And Aubrey Plaza.
You know what I mean?
Aubrey Plaza's good in everything.
Aubrey Plaza's awesome in it. It just kind of didn't hold back. It didn't pander to anyone.
Yeah, no, I like that.
It just went, this is what it's going to be, and if you don't like it, then that's okay. This show's not for you. There's, if you want generic superhero stuff, there's Arrow, there's Flash, there's Gifted. There's whatever that other one was called. There's all that. Go and watch that if you
Don't
want.
watch them anymore.
No.
Yeah, because I kind of got like Arrow and Flash stuff. I used to watch quite religiously, like every night or whatever they were on. I sit down and watch them like as and when they were out. And then I sort of like realized like after about I was watching them for like 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Then during the last season I was watching them, I was just sort of like, why am like this is a chore. I'm like making myself sit down
I don't enjoy
at 8
this.
o'clock. So why am I? I'm just doing this literally so I know what happens. Why am I doing this? I'm not. They're shite. They're so bad.
Yeah, that's right.
And Legion, and they're just it's basically as well like Flash and Arrow, particularly like the same thing every episode, where it's just here's a bad guy. Flash is like, I'll run up to him. I won't just run up to him and twat him. I'll run up to him really fast, like faster than he can see. I'll stop in front of him and I'll let him shoot me.
Yeah,
every episode that would happen, and then I'll make I'll have a weird move on my stepsister or whatever.
Yeah,
keeping your pants, Barry. Jesus.
Yeah, Barry. God.
But yeah, like that's the thing. Legion didn't think like it had to be tame. It didn't have to have a certain like the relationship was really kind of organic. It wasn't like forced. It was weird. It was I really loved it.
I loved it. It just I didn't know. Like I wouldn't say I don't think I binged it. I think I watched it gradually, but not because it wasn't binge worthy. Just I don't think it's that kind of show. You kind of need to absorb it a bit. You need to like absorb it a bit first, and then go watch the next one. But like each time, I was like, I have no idea where the next episode's going.
Yeah,
and I really want to see where it's going because that's awesome.
On my list also Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is good.
Production value very good.
Yeah, it's still up there. There's still some great moments in it.
I loved the last episode of that. I thought that last episode was the best one they've had in a few seasons.
Is it because there's incest in it?
Well, they've got to the point where it's like they're going for spectacle instead of good character stuff. Like people are saying like the Battle of the Bastards. I'm like, that fight scene is great, but the whole episode isn't that great. Like the best episodes are always the ones where there's like
some of the
character interactions and drama and early on in the series, and the kind of the last episode where everyone was trying to like it's like a big pissing contest and Cersei was trying to manipulate everyone and Jaime and Cersei had that kind of fight, and then Tyrion and Cersei had that interaction. Like all that stuff was the best bit from the early seasons of Game of Thrones, and like to have that back was really good. Yeah, because they've kind of gone away and it's like, oh look, we've done a CGI dragon. It's like, well, that's cool, but can you just slow it down and go back to the cool politics and
kind of the limitations that it had in the early seasons were kind of a blessing. I'm sure they didn't think that at the time, but because they were like, oh, we can't show all this stuff, but it made them be creative.
But it's like Robb Stark's whole like rise to power. All the battles he won, like none of them were shown.
You don't see anything. Yeah, exactly.
But that's fine. You didn't need it.
No, exactly. It's I do miss the early seasons of Game of Thrones, actually.
Yeah, I do feel like the last episode, they kind of it felt like they were kind of trying to go back to that, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to wrap it all up, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely like. It's just one of those shows that I've put so much time into now.
Yeah,
it could go really bad, and I'd still watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, it definitely has depleted in quality, but it's still better than most things.
Yeah. Stranger Things.
I did enjoy Stranger Things.
Good character pairings.
Yeah,
not as compelling
really good.
as the first season.
No, there's like Dustin and Steve was great.
I didn't like Steve in the first season, whereas in the second season,
to be fair, it's because they obviously changed him from one episode to the next. Yeah, because he was supposed to be like Billy in this season, who was a good addition in this season. He was supposed to be like that.
A dick, yeah.
And then when they cast the actor, they realised not that he couldn't do it, but he had a lot more to give. So they kind of made him a bit bigger part of the series and everything. And it literally changes from one episode. Like one episode, he's being a bully, and then the next, he's kind of nice and a cool guy. And it didn't really. I thought I'd missed an episode at first. I was like, I missed something because
Steve's got a twin. What?
Yeah, why is his character completely changed? But yeah, that's a good pairing, and the new additions were good. The only thing I didn't really care about was the actual central, not the central.
Didn't care about the central storyline, but
like Mike, I didn't really care about Mike and Eleven's stuff. I didn't.
Yeah, they seemed quite secondary actually. To like, you feel like 11 was such a big part of season 1. Like, she didn't feel like she was.
Yeah, and that's fine.
It just seems kind of weird that
I find Mike really irritating.
Yeah,
in this series.
He's a bit of a whiny little bitch.
Whenever he's on screen, he's just being Like, and I know it is a point because it is this thing if he's saying that they all say to him like, you're not being a good friend. But that's not. He's just like he's just not nice because 11 died and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, I get it, but yeah, it's just not compelling to watch someone be like a bit nasty.
Especially a little
like,
kid.
It doesn't pay off. There's no like. Do you know what I mean with Billy? There's a payoff. With
Yeah, I don't want to see a little kid get beaten up.
Yeah, with him it's just kind of like, well, what's he like?
Why is he doing
just
this?
Irritating.
Yeah.
And then we won't mention episode 7, but.
Not good. You haven't watched The Trip to Spain?
No, I've not watched The Trip to Spain.
Very good. Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan. Having dinner, doing impressions makes me very happy. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is weird. It's a show you just can't, like, you describe to someone and like, why would I watch that?
And you watch it and like, this is incredible. It's just
you just binge it. It's really easy to binge.
But it's just like I kind of just want to go and have dinner with them and just listen to them do like their Michael Caine impressions, and it's just I don't know what it is that's just so funny. It's just brilliant.
It's just fun.
Master of None was also on my list. Again, a show that you described the premise of it, and I'm sort of like, it's not really that funny. It's not that dramatic. It's not really that hard hitting. It's just a very, it sounds bad, but it's just a very nice thing.
Yeah.
That Aziz Ansari's done, but it does tackle quite serious things like racism and particularly racism and stuff like, and like relationships and stuff like that. It does tackle them, but it tackles them in like a really nice kind of way, which is just really compelling to watch. And it's kind of cheesy, but he's also quite charming to watch.
Yeah,
and it's everything in it kind of feels quite natural as well. I think that's kind of part of its charm. Whereas it doesn't feel scripted. It feels quite rough around the edges. And I think that's probably intentional. And then finally on my list is The Good Place.
Yeah, another one I've not seen,
which is on Netflix. So it's Kristen Bell, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's died and gone to The Good Place. It's like I don't like saying sitcom because it makes it sound a bit shit.
Sitcom's such a
horrible broad term as well.
Yeah.
But yes, it's kind of one of those shows where you kind of think it's one thing and then you realise it's something else, and then you realise it's something else, and you realise it's something else on top of that, and you kind of, I kind of don't know where it's going because I feel like they've done so many twists right now. Like, how are they keeping this on track?
Together.
Yeah, but they are, and it's hilarious. It's really funny, really good comedy. It's like quite clever comedy as well. So that's good.
I think I'm going to give it to Legion though.
Let's go for Legion. Legion's good. Did something different.
Or Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which should
hilarious.
Always win.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Big pop. It's just great.
Let's go for Legion because it was new.
It was interesting and it was different, and it tried something, which is more you can say from more than most of Fox's properties over the last few. Well, I suppose Logan did. But
Logan did.
I don't know. It's weird they either go, let's do something completely
boring.
different, or let's be boring as anything.
Yeah, there's no in between.
It's so weird. Yeah.
Favorite video game?
Mario Odyssey, innit? Gotta be.
You haven't played Zelda Breath of the Wild though, Matt.
No, I haven't played Zelda. Hopefully I will at some point. But
first game in ages that I've been like, do you know when you kind of go to bed and you're thinking about it, and you're like, this is what I need to do tomorrow on Zelda. I need to go and do this. I need to go and do this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not taking over my life in the same way that games used to.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I've kind of got to that level of kind of like obsessiveness with it, which I haven't done in ages really, since probably Bloodborne, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bloodborne, Dark Souls was kind of like a love-hate relationship. But I kind of think they're incredible games, but at times I'm just like, I need to walk away from this, and just, it's making me so angry at myself. Whereas Zelda doesn't really do that to me. Zelda just makes me constantly quite happy.
Yeah. See, that's like the same as like Mario for me. Like, it's not hard. You're literally jumping around and running and jumping on things, and there's literally 3 buttons, but it's just action,
making
and
funny noises,
and puzzle, and it's just colourful and it's fun, and it's just enjoyable to run around. And like some games, when you're kind of running about and I've got that area over there to look at, that like you kind of get a bit bogged down in it, and you're like, oh, I suppose I should go and check that out just because to say I've done it. But with Mario, it's like I want to go and check it out.
Yeah, Zelda's like that.
Let's go run there. Let's go and find that, and like there's just a satisfaction where you're collecting like the moon things that you need to power your ship. I think with some games, obviously, where you explore those areas, like maybe you get a little item, but it's not of any significance, and you just kind of pick it up and be like, all right, I've got that now. Whereas with Mario, it's kind of a really satisfying thing where you get one, you jumps up in the air, and it does a little tune, and you're like, oh yeah, sweet. But no, Rob, Overcooked. I forgot about that.
Overcooked.
Overcooked is the best game of the
incredible.
year. I don't even know if it came out this year, but it is the best game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Google when it came out so we don't look like idiots. Oh, sorry. Not the microphone.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah. Overcooked. What's Overcooked, Rob?
Overcooked is a cooperative game.
Oh, no, Rob. Oh, this is awkward. It came out in 2016.
Oh well. We can move this onto our segment later on then, Matt.
Yeah.
So let's ignore Overcooked for now, and it'll come up a little bit later.
Later on.
Horizon Zero Dawn, you mentioned before.
Oh yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it a lot. It looked really nice.
It's been on a lot of people's Game of the Year's list, and I played about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I just wasn't that bothered.
I played a lot. I played kind of 10, 15, 20 hours of it probably, but I always enjoyed it when I was playing it. I was always like, this is mint. This is really fun. But then I wouldn't be compelled to like go back and pick up the controller and play it
Is
again.
that what you're saying before about like exploring different areas? In Zelda, I was like, I'm really keen to keep doing that. And then Horizon, I was just like, oh, it's just more trees in it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like...
And I can't fault the game design or the mechanics or anything.
Yeah, it's just too big.
I just wasn't interested.
Like, it's just so... It's so big and the areas are kind of quite similar that you go through like rural stuff where everything's trying to attack you, which is just really irritating.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to get past things and you just think, why is everything trying to attack me? Just like, make some things passive.
Leave me alone.
And then you get to a friendly area and I do want to play it. I do want to finish it because I was kind of intrigued with where the story was going. Like I got to a point where it's like, oh, okay, this sounds really... They're doing something interesting here. I really want to see where this is going. And to say I've like not had the time is a bit of a lie. I would have had time to play it because I've gone back and played other games.
Yeah,
instead.
if I wanted to, but
I do want to play that, and I've got that, and I've got Neo to play as well, which I started playing, which I was enjoying as well. But again, didn't get that kind of urge to keep pushing forward with it as I've had with other games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got to be Mario for me. Like, maybe because I haven't played Zelda. Maybe if I'd played Zelda,
I am definitely going for Zelda. I played both.
Interesting, we both come for Switch games.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch is pretty.
It is a great console.
It's so good. It's just fun. Like I think that's what's so good about.
Like games gone very serious. Like I know like we love Dark Souls and Bloodborne, which are obviously quite serious games.
Yeah.
In sort of their content, and they're quite like philosophically, and they're quite sort of deep games.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of read quite a lot of stuff in. You can read references and stuff. Whereas it's just quite nice just to be like, this is a game about a guy who's lost his memory and he wants to find the princess.
Yeah,
there's just something kind of about that, and it's just like fun and it's colourful, and especially with the Switch as well, it's one of those things where it's really easy just to pick it up, play 10 minutes, put it down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good. It is just good. Cutting edge analysis here. It's just good.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's easy. It's relaxing. It's just nice to be able. It's like when you're a kid, like you just pick it up and just play for. You don't even play for long though. Sometimes I just go on Mario for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I do.
Waiting for something.
I just go and play like a race on Mario Kart.
I'm done now. Yeah, whereas with like PlayStation stuff, I'm like, all right, I've got to boot it up. Like it's just the speed at which you can get into the game as well.
Yeah.
With the Switch, like obviously with a PlayStation, you got, you can. It sounds stupid, like 2-3 minutes, like get into your game and stuff, and
especially if you're playing online and stuff as well. It's like I want to have a quick game on Battlefront. I've got to be like, okay, I'll go on it and I'll search for a game, and I'll do my weapon loadout, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and then I'll probably end up at the end of the game, and then I'll have to wait for a new game to start.
I'm sick of that, mate. Just with Mario, it's like, especially if you're in the middle of playing it, you literally just click the on button and then you're in. like 30 seconds later,
Yeah.
less than 30 seconds, you're playing your game.
All right, let's go into Zelda then, because I play both. Overruled.
Yeah. No, Mario.
Best comic book film then. We had Logan, with Thor, with
Logan.
Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Best film, probably Logan.
Yeah.
One I will probably watch the most, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Like, Logan's amazing. Like, it's really great.
It's really like emotionally.
Yeah, it just did
difficult.
something. It just, again, like Fox doing something different and it actually working.
Well, Fox.
and not-
It's more like
not in
Fox
it-
just giving a director
Yeah, and not
license
in
to
a,
tell a story he wanted to tell with characters
Yeah.
he wanted, and
and not in like a Deadpool kind of way, like in a good way of going. Yeah, it's just emotion. Everything's emotionally.
everything's
directed.
character driven, which is
character driven. It's the story's nothing special.
Yeah, it's
all
irrelevant.
just the characters
It's not the
and
point.
the interactions between them, and yeah, it's just such a well-made film. But Thor's pretty funny.
Thor is hilarious. I love everything Taika Waititi's ever done. I just love. I just love his
Yeah.
sense of humor. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's just hilarious. I mean, it falls down on some of its emotional beats, definitely.
Yeah, it does.
They're
Yeah,
a bit rushed over, which I would have preferred a little bit more time spent on them.
Yeah,
Because he
it's-
definitely can handle the
Yeah, we've
emotional
done that in
beats as Hunt for the Wilder
Hunt for the
People.
Wilder, yeah.
So I'm like kind of a bit upset that some of them weren't handled as well as maybe they
Yeah.
could have been, but
Agree.
the jokes were great. So that's
Yeah.
probably going to be my one what I go back to a lot. But then Spider-Man Homecoming was great as well.
Oh yeah, I
actually.
watched that again
was
recently.
Really
Very good.
solid, just really funny.
I love how it's all about him saving people as well, rather than beating up a bad
Him-
guy.
Yeah,
And even at
exactly.
the end, where the bad guy's like Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's really good as well, actually. And like
Michael Keaton's probably the best Marvel villain.
a
for
villain with
while.
actual motivation.
Yeah,
Doesn't
exactly.
he
Yeah.
only kills one person as well? I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's for a joke, which I don't really like.
Yeah, I really don't like that bit.
Yeah, I like the joke, but I don't like the fact that he does it. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, just kind of, like he's obviously not a killer because he obviously doesn't mean to kill him.
Yeah,
He's
the
like,
fact he's not
"I thought this
bothered
was
by
the-
it
He's
is
like, I
a
thought
bit
this was the
weird.
anti-grav gun. He's like, no, it's over there. He's like, oh, surely you should be bothered that he just killed someone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
I really
really
love that.
good. That would be my third favorite of the year, I think.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah. Wonder Woman was great until the last 15 minutes.
Wonder Woman was
and
good until the last 20 minutes.
the last 15 minutes is so bad that
It's awful,
it
isn't
kind of takes a lot of that.
I
film
don't tell
for
people
me.
like if you just ignore the last 20 minutes, it's a great film. Like you can't just ignore the last
You
20
can't,
minutes.
Exactly, yeah. Because like the scene with Diana and whatever Chris Pine's character was called,
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor, yeah. With those two on top of the mast after she thinks she's killed Ares, is like it's actually a really incredible scene. Like it's one of my favorite scenes of the year, actually. When
Bold.
when he's just like, when she's like, why have they not stopped fighting? Why are they still fighting? He's just like, well, maybe we're just bad. Like maybe that's who we just are.
I would have loved it if it was just that.
But we can, yeah, that's what I mean. I would have loved it, but that scene is completely undone by the end of the film because
Yep.
it's really powerful of him just
But
going.
DC
maybe
need a
people
big
are bad.
grey CGI monster.
Yeah. He's like, maybe people are just bad, and that's the way it is. But there are good people that we can try and save. But she's so kind of naive about it that she just thinks she has to kill Ares, and then they undo all that deep kind of exploration of like human nature by going, no, there is a big bad guy.
No,
Sorry.
it's not your fault, guys.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Humans are great. It's
Yeah.
just under Ares, and you're like, you're actually making a statement there about modern society, but not being.
Maybe she wasn't.
Actually-
Maybe they weren't aware they were doing that.
Maybe that's what I mean. I don't
Did
know.
they not realise they'd done something kind of profound?
I don't know because it was really interesting. I love that scene. I was like, yes, this film is going exactly where I want this to go. And then they were like,
180.
Oh.
No, just kidding. Big CGI shit villain.
Exactly.
Lol,
yeah.
nearly good.
Just upsetting.
Better than Justice League, though, wasn't it? Which was fucking shite.
Yeah, Justice League was bland.
I can't even remember anything about that film.
I can remember.
Apart from Henry
My
Cavill's weird
man.
lip and my man.
And whatever other lines he says.
I can remember the trailers, the bits that were cut
I
out of the
dig it.
film, more than the bits that actually were in the film. Oh, and Jason Momoa's bad green screen when he's in that lake. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shit. It was
Yeah,
awful.
I don't have anything to say about it.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
It was fine.
Yeah, I think
A
that's a
lot,
bit.
a lot of people have raved about
That's
it. and I'm
coming
just
up in
like,
my.
I just kind of I really enjoyed a lot of it, But then again, the last sort of half an hour, I was just kind of indifferent to a lot of it.
Yeah, I think they had that same problem where it's just.
I think
they could have done something a lot more interesting with Kurt Russell, and they didn't really.
Exactly, yeah.
I was like, oh, here's some blue light for you to. Some generic blue stuff for you to attack each other with. Oh, okay, I'm not interested now. Don't care.
Yeah, it's like.
Stop CGIing everything.
The first one did something. Maybe not in terms of the story, but in terms of the style and the humour and the characters, did something quite different. And then my kind of worry, which kind of paid off a bit with that film, was that it was sort of too aware of itself being different and cool.
Yeah, whereas Thor Ragnarok
was what it should have been like. Like, if you're going to... Yeah.
I hate when people keep saying Thor Ragnarok's like copied Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, no. Don't watch anything else Taika Waititi's done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly the same style. It's a very different style of humour as well.
It is very different, yeah.
Than Guardians of the Galaxy style of humour. Well, especially Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And there is some great stuff in there.
I watched it again the other night, actually, and
there's some really fun stuff in there.
It is really funny, but there's some stuff with Kurt Russell feels so wasted.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because again, that's another thing where there were some cool implications of, and it's Marvel this time, where there's some cool implications of what was going on and what was his motivations and what the backstory was. And they're like, nah, he's just a bad guy.
Just wants to take over the world, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With his blue light.
You're like, why?
Does he
Why
need blue light, do you?
For no reason.
Marvel versus DC then, Matt.
I mean, Marvel.
You used to do this, don't you? Because we need to shit on DC some more.
Yeah, exactly.
We're being paid by Disney.
Fanboys. Exactly, yeah. Disney got me fat paycheck in my back pocket.
For us to say it's upwards of 10 people.
Yeah, I would happily take payment from Disney.
I would, yeah.
Good. I'd take.
Yeah, I don't have integrity.
Say anything's good because I have no money. So.
Or integrity.
Or integrity. Exactly.
Even if I was a millionaire, I'd take money to say something.
Exactly. Yeah. Can't have too much money.
Yeah. We pretty much just spoke about that, but all the Marvel films, I would say, were better than all of the DC films. I haven't got time for your answer, Matt. I'm moving on.
Maybe put Wonder Woman and Guardians 2 on par.
Okay, fine. Just as he was so low, it just drags everyone down.
Yeah, just as he was so low. And Wonder Woman could have been my favourite one of the year if it weren't last 15 minutes.
Yeah. What was the thing that you loved? No, the thing that everyone else loved that you didn't like from this year, Matt?
Split.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
Split. Is that this year? That was this year.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Is that definitely this year? I'm going to check.
It was definitely this year.
Let's see. I'm looking for all the mediocre reviews that I wrote. I wrote so many that were just like, yeah, this film's fine. Apart from Split, which was... Yeah, I don't understand anything like that film. Like, as soon as I saw you question, like you saying, oh, like, you know, think about this, I was like, Split all the way, because people love that. People rave about it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying it's like on their top 10 and stuff. I'm like, what?
Dire. It was one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
I need to watch this, because...
I've watched a lot of films. It's just... Oh, man, yeah. It's bad. It's just dumb, and it's insensitive, and... Yeah, definitely that.
I had a few. Well, I originally put Mindhunter on here, but I've only watched 1.5 episodes, so I feel a bit tired about putting that on.
Yeah. No, it's great. It gets better. It definitely gets better. Like, the more you get into it.
I'd Wonder Woman, but because of the awards talk.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we were saying like it was Oscar worthy in this. I'm like, nah, no, it's fine.
It's good. It could be great.
It doesn't do anything that, like Captain America: The First Avenger, I think they're par films. I think it's a mid-tier Marvel film. If it was a Marvel film, it'd be right in the middle of that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, which isn't a bad thing because most of them.
No, it's not. Good. Yeah, exactly. But have any of them ever been Oscar buzzed? Just because it's like I know it's great that it is woman led and written and directed by a woman. That's great.
Patronising,
but it doesn't make it a better film.
Yeah, surely it's patronising to go, well done, you're a woman and you made something half decent.
Yeah.
Here's an award for it. Like, surely that's patronising.
It is patronising.
As a white middle-class man, I can say what women find patronising.
You can, because James Cameron can. So you can.
Yeah.
Also, my list is Free Fire, which was Ben Wheatley.
Wheatley's.
I
didn't see this.
I really enjoyed He did High Rise, but Free Fire is basically this like it's basically a film about a shootout in a warehouse.
It looks really great from the trailer.
It looks
like it was going to be like
if Tarantino
really
done
fun.
it would have been great, but it was just so dull. It was so boring, and it was like an hour and a half as well. It wasn't a long film, but a lot of it's just people shooting people going ah, and then people crawling across the floor. Like there's no interesting character dynamics. There was no backstabbing. There was nothing interesting going on. It was just literally some what's his name, Shalto Copley doing quips in his South African accent.
It
was people really liked it as well, but I thought it looked like a Tarantino ripoff, and it felt like a Tarantino ripoff because it kind of felt like it was trying to go for that over the top style. Yeah, it felt just like the shootout in Django.
Yeah.
At the end, it felt like that, but for a whole film, and it's just that doesn't work. And maybe it works if you're Tarantino and you do it interestingly, but it's just shit. I also had King Kong Skull Island, which people seem to really enjoy, and I thought was pretty dire.
Yeah, but you're not really like some people just.
It wasn't even fun
action,
though. It wasn't fun. Like people saying it's a fun film, it wasn't fun. It was boring. Get out. I'm gonna go for Free Fire for my choice because I thought it was diabolical. People gave it like good reviews.
Split definitely. I can't even think of anything else that people have said was good that I didn't like because that's just like dominating my mind. I'm trying to think what else. I can't even think of anything. I'm scrolling through now to see if there's anything else. Oh, what about Lego Batman?
Oh yeah, actually that was awful. I didn't like that at all. I thought it was stupid.
Some of my friends like rave about it, and I've watched like the first half an hour, and I was like, oh, really
it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not. I thought it was going to be quite an interesting Batman satire. It was just, Batman's got no friends. The same joke for 2 hours. Do a different joke. Yeah. Like the Lego movie was actually like quite clever. I thought it was really clever, like analogy of like how you use your imagination and you can look at it into like a deeper meaning about like capitalism and stuff. Yeah, like it has like layers to that film, and I thought it was really funny and it had a good heart and stuff. Whereas Lego Batman was just, I'm Batman. Look at all my Batman friends. Oh, look, I'm Batman. Haha, I'm so lonely. Oh no. Oh great, I'm not interested. I don't care. I was just really bored. Yeah, mate, I'm gonna go for Lego Batman actually because that pissed me off a bit. Because I didn't see it. I saw a few people didn't like Free Fire. I've never seen anyone who didn't like Lego Batman. Yeah, similar for that.
Passengers was one for me that some people seem to really love, and it was just fine. Yeah, I saw some like 4 or 5 star reviews for it, and I was like, it could have been a lot more interesting. It was fine for what it was, but like, why are you raving about this? Like,
sit down?
Yeah, I just think that, you know, when you watch a film and you think this has got potential, and it doesn't deliver on that potential, I don't understand how you can. Like, I find it really frustrating because you just think this could have been so much better. Like, how are people not sat there going, this is all right, but it could be so much better?
Don't know. Oh well. Split. Lego Batman for me then. Free Fire close second. Most underrated thing, Matt.
I've been trying to think about this. I've really struggled
trying
to think of something that has been underrated.
I've Punisher. Which I spoke a bit about, which I think it's really great. I think it's up there with Daredevil season 1 and Jessica Jones, and it's gone really under the radar. I don't know if it's because like Star Wars is out and Justice League was out.
Yeah, I think because they were out and
Thor Ragnarok was kind of around.
Do great.
I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. I also have Better Call Saul, which is criminally underrated. Or maybe not underrated, but because everyone who watches it thinks it's amazing, but it's criminally underwatched.
Yeah. To be fair, I've still not watched it. So
I wrote an article about why you should be watching Better Call Saul because I think it's great. But everyone who watches it says it's great, but still no one watches it.
Yeah, it is a strange one. What about Kingsman? Kingsman 2, that kind of...
Yeah.
That got slated a lot.
This is taking me by surprise. It's the same
film.
Same
as the first one.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Matthew Vaughn said this as well. Like, I've heard him in like interviews.
I love Matthew Vaughn in interviews.
He's great. He doesn't give 2 shits.
He's just like what? Doesn't he say something about? Although I think it was on the IGN one. He says something about the studio, and you're like, should you be saying that? Like,
the thing is,
you shouldn't be saying
and
that.
he says like, if you like the first one, you like this one. And I totally agree with him. But I've heard people. I thought the first one was fairly well
The first one was like everyone loved the first one.
I honestly don't see the difference.
No, I don't at all. I mean, it's a little more ridiculous,
but that's kind of the point.
I don't think it is quite as good.
No, I don't think it is.
But I think because it's not as fresh, because it does just do the same thing again.
Yeah, it does.
I think if you enjoy it,
I had a good time with it.
It is a fun film and everything.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time.
It takes some weird decisions, like with Channing Tatum and stuff. But people are rating it, like again with like The Last Jedi. People are rating it down on things that don't make it a bad film. They're rating it down on things that they expected to see and didn't see, and that's kind of irritating. Yeah. So Channing Tatum's not in it a lot. Okay, why does that make it a bad film? Channing Tatum's an actor like everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
He's paid to play a role. That's the role he got.
That role because he was.
It's irrelevant how long the role is.
Yeah, exactly. He probably loved the first one and was just like, I want to be part of that.
And he's probably going to be in the next one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end, so that's a good one actually, Kingsman.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't rave about it. I thought, it's fun, but whereas I would rave about the other two. But that's a good one.
I'm not as much because it obviously got great reviews, but like Blade Runner kind of.
Yeah, it's just not made any money, is it, or anything?
Yeah, it didn't make a massive release either, and I think it's better than the first one.
I think it's a lot better than the first one. I'm not a massive fan of the first one.
I think people know. Yeah, I think people know my views on the first one. I just didn't listen to this podcast before.
I don't dislike it, but I'm just I think because I just think it's dated, and I think maybe at the time,
it's dated terribly. Yeah,
maybe at the time it was better, but it's so slow. Whereas like it feels like meandering, whereas like 2049 feels like precise, slow. Yeah. Whereas first one's just like, what the fuck is happening? I don't care. Just move, keep going.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I feel like that should get more recognition then.
Yeah, let's say Blade Runner then. Give it more recognition.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few things there. Blade Runner, Kingsman, whatever the other things you said were.
Yeah. Best thing you discovered in 2017, not from 2017.
I think Overcooked's got to be
Overcooked is up there.
Which is a game for Switch and the things on PlayStation and PC and probably Xbox as well and everything. Where you are chefs in a kitchen and you got to prepare some food, and it just sounds really dull when it sounds so dull when you explain it to people. But if you've got a few friends around, just play this game because it's chaos and it's mental and it's frustrating and everyone's going to shout at each other. But it's just the best party game. It's just so fun. You're making soup, you're making burgers, you're making pizzas,
salads sometimes.
Yeah, it's
different flavors of soup.
Yes, mushroom, onion,
sometimes
tomato.
Rats.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's so much fun.
It's just great. It's a lot of fun.
It is a perfect co-op game because you kind of got to work together, which I always like games like that where you've got to work together rather than I like board games where you kind of play in the game.
Rather than each other.
But it's one of those games where someone's not doing something right, tensions get high.
Yeah, people get shouted at.
Why no potatoes?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to shout at people. Oh yeah, you make fish and chips as well at one point. That's fun.
I got some fish and chips.
That's a fun level. But yeah, that's awesome. I've already sunk about 10 hours into that.
It's so
it only
good.
costs about 15 quid.
Yeah,
if that. I think it's even cheaper on some of the other places. So if you've got a console, you can get that on, and you've got a few mates around, just buy it. Best decision I've ever made.
Yeah, and especially with Switch as well, it's quite easy to separate controls and.
Get a group of people together and play. Yeah.
Another one on mine where I kind of discovered it before 2017, but I only really got into it 2017 was Bloodborne.
I was about to say the same. Yeah, I've only played Bloodborne in 2017, and I've sunk a lot of hours into it.
I got it.
A lot of hours into it already.
Yeah, I got it when I first got on PS4, 2014 maybe 2015, 2014 probably. I got it pretty much. Pretty close to its actual release date. And when I first got it, I just did not get it at all. I'd never played a Souls game before. Whereas Souls games are quite a niche. Once you're kind of in the niche, you kind of appreciate
what it is,
what they are. But when I first got it, I just didn't get it at all. And then sort of this year, really, with Prepare to Try, which is an IGN Let's Play series. And even sort of before that, really, I really kind of got into it properly and finished it. It's such a good game. It's very one of my, if not my favourite game ever.
Yeah, it's definitely one of mine. Definitely up there. It's just so, like, you don't want to say anything about it because it could just spoil it, but it's just going one way, and then suddenly it's like, no,
Nah.
this is really what's going on. And I remember the first time I saw that thing, like, saw the stuff when it starts getting a bit going in the other direction, and you're just like, what is going on?
Yeah, this is just bizarre. Like, I remember when you first see it, you're like, is this like a weird glitch? Like, what? This feels like stylish. You feel like it's sort of like a bad bit of design rather than intentional. Like, you see it and you're just like, what? This doesn't feel in keeping at all with the rest of the thing.
Yeah, and then you learn things.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely
eyes.
Definitely up there for me, that one.
I also had The Good Place on mine, which I mentioned before, which came out in 2016.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's really good. I also had Rick and Morty.
Where's my Szechuan sauce?
Epic Rick! Which, yeah, I really enjoy. Made my life better, probably.
That's a bit deep.
Well, it does a bit. I like Rick and Morty. Let's go on. Biggest surprise of the year, Matt. Pleasant surprise.
You go first. I can't think of one.
I've got The Last Jedi in here because it did stuff I did not expect. Like, it surprised me, and I was happy that it surprised me. And I was happy about the way that things went. I was happy that, spoilers for The Last Jedi, by the way, I was happy that Rey's parents were nobody. I was happy that we didn't get a scene of exposition about who Snoke was and where he came from. I was happy that Luke was a more ambiguous character. I was happy that Kylo Ren and Rey had a kind of a weird connection thing. I just like all the things that kind of drove the plot. I was just really happy, like the way, like the questions that are left from The Force Awakens. People saying like Rian Johnson tore them up, or whatever. He didn't tear them up. He just didn't give you the answers you wanted.
Yeah,
all the all the answers that you expected, and I think that's a good thing. Like, if we get more Star Wars films like that, I'm really happy, to be honest. I don't care if they're divisive. Like, I'd rather have a divisive Star Wars film than one that everyone's just like, oh yeah, that was fine. Like Rogue One. I'd much rather have The Last Jedi than Rogue One. Even if there's one scene in that which we spoke about, was the Leia scene.
Yeah.
Which
no, we didn't talk about it. We spoke about that on.
Oh, we did, and it got erased. Which visually looked horrendous.
And
it was weirdly done, and it was kind of pointless for the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was it didn't really serve a narrative purpose. It was just kind of, or even a character purpose. It didn't really do anything.
It was just cause.
It was there because they wanted to do it, and you know, maybe in episode 9 they had her using the Force a bit more, and this was kind of like maybe her awakening to the Force.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, fine. But then if you're not going to do the payoff, maybe there was payoff from this scene in episode 9. But if there was, then you can't do it now. So take it out.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah.
But then why she missed it from the whole film? Like we don't know. Like, maybe you can't really take it out because then she's not in the whole film. Like, it's a difficult thing to kind of see why it's in there. And maybe it is because she died and they can't pay it off.
Yeah.
But like the rest of it, there's a few like missteps in there. But then there's a lot of missteps in every Star Wars film. Like, what the fuck are the Ewoks? What's all that stuff on Endor is a bit shit. There's loads of this stuff in Star Wars, and The Last Jedi like captures Star Wars perfectly for me, and also gave me a lot of stuff. Like The Force Awakens was just like, okay, there's one surprise in there, and it's not really a massive surprise when Han dies. Like, you can see that coming from a mile away. But yet there's so many twists in, particularly the last third of The Last Jedi, like when Kylo and Rey team up. And then you think, they seem Kylo's a good guy. And he's like, no, I'm not a good guy. I just want your help to do what I need to do. Like, I just loved all those surprises. And I'm quite happy to have more of them. So that's my pick.
Me too. I'd agree with that. I don't know. I've not been that surprised this year by things. Like, most of the stuff has gone exactly.
I predicted everything.
Not predicted, but you know, like, I don't know. People just seem to be getting a bit lazy with the filmmaking, I think, and either that or you know it's going to be great when it is. And you're like, cool. I'm just scrolling through now. To
I had the big 6 on my list as well. I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'd probably go with Star Wars as well. After what you've said, being lazy, jumping on the back of your thing. But
but it's a blockbuster that did things differently, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. So I've just not been.
And it's a blockbuster that was purely character driven. Like, there's some plot holes in there, but that's fine because it's purely character driven. And I don't. It's like you said with Logan, and we said like the plot's irrelevant, kind of, because it's all about the characters. And I kind of feel like The Last Jedi is on that same sort of line, really.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of expected it to be good, but I didn't expect to be surprised by it. So let's have that. Biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
Justice League for me. Because I either wanted it to be amazing or an absolute mess. And it was neither.
You crashed, didn't you, what you said? Start again.
Biggest disappointment. Justice League. Because
the thing is,
I kind of, if it's Batman v Superman messy, I kind of expected it to be like that.
Yeah, but
I didn't expect it to be so boring that.
Well, that's what I mean. I did. I know. I wasn't disappointed at the end of that film. That's how.
But I wanted it to be stupid like Batman v Superman.
That's what I mean. I was like angry and a bit sad that I wasn't disappointed by it.
You were disappointed in yourself. Was that your biggest disappointment?
Yeah, myself. Yeah, it actually shows how sort of bad it was that I wasn't, and how bad the marketing was in the lead up, that I wasn't like disappointed when it turned out to be what it was, which was just dull. So it's not my biggest disappointment because it was exactly what I was expecting. I was like, yeah, this is like for that whole film. I was just going, yeah.
DC's marketing campaign's your biggest disappointment.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, because they just crushed all expectations, and maybe rightly so. I can only thank them for it because
true.
It means that I wasn't going and expecting anything.
Like Guffers.
Yeah, they just crushed it for me, and I was like, yeah, thanks guys for not trying to make this look good, because that would have been crap.
I kind of I think it's still. I think for me though, it's still up there. Because
What about Marvel Netflix TV series?
Iron Fist was very poor.
Defenders wasn't what it could have been.
At the time, I kind of enjoyed it, and now the more I think about it, I'm like, I have no desire to watch that again. And it's so weird because when Daredevil season 1 came out, and then with Jessica Jones and Daredevil season 2, I was like, yeah, this is like unprecedented good TV.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And then since then, it's just been, and I mean, ignoring the Punisher, which I mentioned. Since then, I just have no desire to kind of. I have no excitement for it anymore.
Exactly, yeah, that's what.
Which
is
kind of that's a good one actually. Yeah,
disappointment that they've just kind of devolved into making average TV when Daredevil and Jessica Jones were like so good.
And I know Daredevil season 2 gets a bit stick.
It does, I think, unfairly
but
for a lot of the time. I think
good news is so
TV series.
Vincent D'Onofrio's back for season 3, Daredevil. So
it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of excited for that, and I think Punisher's kind of maybe hopefully course corrected a bit because I really love Punisher. But yeah, no, I'd go with that actually. Yeah, Marvel Netflix. There you go, DC fans.
Yeah, we're crapping on Marvel.
I also had Suburbicon in my list actually because I thought that looked really great, and it was fucking awful.
Yeah, it did look really good. It
looked like really Coen-y, and it was obviously written by Coens, but they got rid of the script. And you can kind of see why, because it does not make any sense. And it's not very good, and it's not very well edited. I don't know if it's it's poorly written, and the structure doesn't really work, and there's two storylines which in no way at all either kind of, what's the word? They don't literally cross over, nor do they kind of thematically cross over. There's just no... It's like two different films, and it's just bizarre, and it just does not work at all. I don't even know what the film's supposed to be. And there's a mystery, but there's no mystery because it's spoiled straight away, and it was really poor, and I was really looking forward to that as well. But I still don't think... I think the Marvel Netflix one's probably pretty high up there. Next one, Matt, for all the youths out there. Best meme or online video?
I mean, most of the memes I can't share because they're a bit dodgy. Probably not best to share said memes on a podcast. Video-wise, that one of Jeremy Corbyn's pretty funny when people made that into a meme, haven't they? When it's like when you've already thrown up at pre-drinks, but then you're ready for the club, and then he comes down the stairs and claps. He's like, "Let's do it all over again."
I've not seen that. I love one of my favourite things to come out this year is like the DC fanboys memes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if like the thing that I've really discovered this year, like elaborate memes that have like 10 pictures and like essays on top of them. So it's not really a meme. So they've totally missed the point of what a meme is, and then just made like these. There's a really good one I sent you like a while ago, which is like about Iron Fist, and it's got like a score. It says like at the bottom it says DC 4 Marvel 1, and it's like also it's like cannot do kung fu. I've never been to Asia where kung fu is from. Also, outfit is stupid. Also, was shit in Game of Thrones. DC 4 Marvel 1, and it's just so bad. It's like the worst meme, but I love it because it just sums up that kind of horrible vitriolic DC versus Marvel kind of thing, which seems weird. It seems like a lot of it's like Marvel. Like when people say they're a Marvel fan, they never kind of use that as like a weapon against DC, whereas DC fans always kind of hate on Marvel fans. I don't know if that's because they know that the Marvel films are obviously miles ahead at the moment.
Better, yeah.
It was like, Marvel fanboy. No one ever really says like, I don't know. Yeah, this like kind of vitriol from that subset of DC fans is. It's quite funny. I just find it really hilarious. And there's a group as well, the same group who tried to like shut down the Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, great group.
And the guy who like was boasting about how he got a load of fake reviews on Rotten Tomatoes to like bring the audience score down. It's like, yeah, that's funny, isn't it? But all his like loads of the memes that he put on as well are just really funny. It's like, it's quite funny how it's funny how exactly. That's what I love. I love like how pathetic it is. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty funny Kevin Spacey memes, but
yeah, you can't do that, Matt.
You are sad.
No.
Sad. There's some pretty funny Kevin Spacey memes, but probably.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Probably shouldn't share them, should you? So.
No, you can't.
I don't know. I'm not. I am down with the youths. I do see a lot of memes, but I'm struggling to think off the top of my head of funny videos. Yeah, there's a few good Jeremy Corbyn ones this year, aren't there? There's been some funny ones of them.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah.
What was the... I can't remember what it was now. Oh, yeah, what's the naughtiest thing you've ever done? He was like, too naughty to say.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
That was great.
Yeah, that was
great. That was a good one.
I was going to mention Prepare to Try, Matt.
Oh, yeah, Prepare to Try is good.
It's a YouTube series that we both watch and enjoy.
Yes, very much.
By IGN. That's one thing I like religiously tune in for every Saturday morning. It's like
me too. Yeah,
it's like Saturday cartoons, but for people who are semi-adults.
Yeah,
that's really good. If you want to check that out.
I'll check it out.
Is that it for 2017?
I think that's it. Yeah, that's all 2017.
They're all the winners.
That's it. That's everything that happened.
DC definitely loses. Oh, and speaking of DC, there's also been another shuffle behind the scenes of who's in charge.
Of course there has.
Something like piss up in a brewery.
Yeah.
Let's move on, Matt. 2018. What are we looking forward to? Any Oscar buzz? You got your eye on? 3 Billboards is very good. I'll tell you that now.
3 Billboards.
Got a
I'm
preview
kind of
of that.
interested to see Guillermo del Toro's new one, Shape of Water.
Yeah, I've heard
literally nothing about it.
Oh, I've heard great things about it.
Great.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. I don't know what it's about. I've not seen trailers. I've seen like one poster, but everyone's like,
I think it's at London Film Festival, wasn't it? Like September.
Yeah. So
I just heard like loads of great stuff for ages. I've just been waiting.
That's what I mean. I like it when something just gets buzz around it rather than from people actually watching it, rather than going, "Oh, that trailer looks mint, bro."
Yeah, and it's like film people as well like it. So
yeah, exactly.
Nice. Annihilation. The guy who did Ex Machina, what's his name?
Oh, okay. I didn't realise he had a new one out.
Matt something? What's his name? Find
Google
out. It. Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac. It's based on a book. That looks really good. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
What else is coming out? Infinity War,
Matt. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to that.
Alex Garland, that's it. I was going to say Matt Garland, and I thought Garland was the wrong bit, but it's Matt that's the wrong bit.
Yeah, Matt Part was the wrong bit.
Alex Garland. Yeah, it's him. So that's pretty good. The trailer looks really cool. And Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, you can't really. It's pretty solid.
People in that.
Infinity War. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
We spoke about that when the trailer came out, so you can go and listen to that if you want to know.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's like April.
Yeah, that's pretty soon.
And we're not seeing an awful lot of that. We just saw the first teaser trailer. Like, there'll be a new trailer soon, won't there? Like a proper one, I imagine.
Yeah, there'll be one soon. Yeah, probably
I might,
a few weeks.
I might avoid it actually because
I might.
I've avoided a lot of the Last Jedi stuff, and then I kind of felt like I enjoyed it more because of that.
Yeah, I only saw like one trailer for The Last Jedi.
One thing I'm really looking forward to is Black Panther as well.
See, people are like, "Oh, it looks amazing." I think, like, yeah, it looks all right.
I think
looks like a Marvel film.
No, I was going to say the complete opposite. I think it looks like Ryan Coogler's had so much creative control over this.
So I watch the trailer and I go, "Oh, I want to see it." Yeah, I'll watch it. It looks good, but I'm not. Some people like proper buzzing over it.
I'm really excited for this, and like the soundtrack as well has been done by or being produced by Kendrick Lamar.
He's a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I just think that
cool.
That kind of signals like a cool thing that he's. And did you watch Creed?
No, I didn't.
Creed's really good. So maybe that's why. I think the cast is really good. I think Ryan Coogler's got a really good. It seems like he has. Yeah, it seems like he has a vision for this film, and it looks like Marvel are letting him do that, which I'm quite excited about.
Yeah, like seeing the cast and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's a mint cast. It's cool that Kendrick Lamar's doing the soundtrack and stuff, but. Did you hear that?
Nah, I heard but I'm going to edit it out anyway, so...
You're going to edit it out?
Yeah, because Marvel won't like it if you're negative, so...
Oh, yeah.
So leave that out.
Yeah, just cut it out. Want that sweet dollar.
Ready Player One, Matt. I'm not fussed on the marketing material so far, but I'm kind of looking forward to it.
See, I'm not. Like, marketing's crushing me, Rob. It's crushing me from all sides.
I'm kind of just ignoring it. I'm like, it might be good. Spider-Man Homecoming had crap trailers, and that was quite good. So
I don't think the trailers were crap. The trailer just gave away too much.
Yeah, well, that's a crap trailer.
Yeah, but what I was seeing in the trailer, I was like, oh, yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, true.
With Ready Player One, I'm just like genuinely like, if this wasn't based on a source material that I liked, I would not watch this film. At all.
No, I'd be the same. Yeah. Let's hope that's good.
Coming out?
Isle of Dogs, Wes Anderson's latest film.
Oh yeah, Wes Anderson.
There's a trailer for this.
Looking forward to that.
There's a trailer for this ahead of 3 Billboards, and it looks brilliant. It just looks amazing.
It looks mental.
It just looks insane. Like it's about this dogs. There's like a dog flu, and all the dogs get banished to Garbage Island.
Yeah.
And then a kid goes to try and rescue his dog, but some people are speaking, but the kid can't speak or something. But the dogs all speak, and the cast is incredible.
Yeah, the cast.
It just looks so weird, but brilliant.
Yeah.
So that's up there in mine. And then I also put Han Solo ?
Nah, do not care about that film.
No, I couldn't.
When's that out? That's out soon.
Isn't that February?
Isn't it?
No, it's not February. May. It's May. Yeah, that's one for. Yeah, I don't care. I think we did a podcast about this as well. Star Wars spin-off films, which we don't care about.
Han Solo's out soon, isn't it?
May,
and we've seen nothing.
Yeah, well, because Ron Howard had to reshoot 3/4 of it.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. But I just think I'll see it. Obviously, it's Star Wars, but I have no hope for that film.
No hope.
Yeah, hey. It just sounds like it's just a mess, and like if it's even okay, I'll be surprised.
I think it'll be so average.
And I'll give Ron Howard a big pat on the back for managing to actually pull something together that's not terrible.
Ron Howard's a bit hit and miss, though, isn't he?
He is a bit hit and miss. Yeah, he's very hit and miss. But he's an Oscar-winning director, so
can't take that away from him. Anything else you're looking forward to? Any games? Any films? Any TVs? Daredevil season 3, probably. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wilson Fisk is back.
Yeah, I don't really know what's coming out this year. I'm a bit kind of behind on my news. What TV? I don't know what TV's coming
Brooklyn
out.
Nine-Nine's going to be back next year, this month, I think.
Oh, sweet.
New season. I think it's out in America already, but...
Cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
game-wise?
No Game of Thrones.
No Game of Thrones.
Since 2019, officially confirmed now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff we're missing and people are going, why are you not saying this? But
Because we don't care. Shut up.
Don't care.
Don't
Just
at
care
me.
about Marvel stuff.
No, do at me, though. I kind of want to know.
Yeah, what have we missed? What are you looking forward to in 2018, listener?
Being healthy. Losing weight.
Yeah, you need to.
Being happy with myself.
Yeah, that's always good. Something so sad.
I think that's it.
But is it? We probably
For the
missed
second
some
time.
stuff. Yeah, when we
Almost definitely
started.
have.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Where can people find us, Matt?
On Twitter,
Twitter.
realfilm_movies. You can find us online at realfilmreviews.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. We're everywhere.
You're doing Insta, aren't you? You've done that in a while.
Yeah, I put a funny baby driver photo up. Good.
Kevin Spacey related.
Yeah, because it's always funny.
Still a good film.
Yep, still a good film. I'm sure. I need to rewatch it, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, that's everywhere you can find us. So go and find us and like us and watch our stuff and read our stuff and share our stuff. Just we need some love. Give us some love.
All right, chill out.
Stop yawning.
Oh, I'm tired now. Crashed.
Is that everything? For the,
That is everything.
I was going to say for the year. It's not everything for the year. We're not doing one podcast this year. And then
Should
giving
do,
up.
maybe. It's less effort, isn't it?
Less hassle, isn't it? Yeah, it's easy. It's just do one podcast a year or we just do a roundup.
Yeah. See you next year, guys.
Yeah, bye guys.
We'll
See
do
you in
something next week.
2019.
Don't know what we're doing, but
Yeah,
on?
we'll do something.
maybe.
Yeah, it's fair. I've got some comics to read. I'll go and try and watch something at the cinema because the kids are back and it won't be busy.
Oh, I'm
so.
seeing Downsize next week. Downsizing?
Oh, that looks cool. I want to see that. Yeah, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I might go and try and watch Jumanji actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted.
That actually looks quite fun.
I've got the weekend on my own, so I might go and see Star Wars again. I might go and see Jumanji.
Yeah, I might go and try and check out Jumanji next week.
Let's do that then. Right.
All right.
See you this week, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye. You can cut that off, or
No, I'm just going to copy and paste it and elongate it
Okay.
for ages.
just for ages, just on loop.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
You saved it this time.
yeah.